to Ren Fair. I'm Jamie.
It's Kelly.
My topic today is one that I had thought of when we first started the podcast, and then I put it away because I wanted to do it around St. Patrick's Day, and then I forgot about it around St. Patrick's Day. So I was trying to think of a good topic for this week, and I was like, oh, you know what? I'll do that one. Since I missed my opportunity to do it when I wanted to do it before. So today, first, before we start, what are you eating and or drinking today? What's your fare?
I'm changing it up from my Lindt chocolate, and I have a Trader Joe's dark chocolate peanut butter cup.
Those are so good. I love them.
They're so good. I try to limit myself to like 2 a day, so I'm getting my quota in right now. It had been a while since I had them. And then I'm also drinking a different brand of kombucha than usual, but still guava and dragon fruit.
Okay, I thought that was it looked like their pink apple one I think they have.
Oh yeah, I haven't tried that.
I've had.
I always wonder about apple. I'm always on the fence because I never know how apple's gonna go.
It kind of tastes like a cider, but maybe like a little bit more spicy.
Okay, I could get with that. Maybe in like the fall.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Not like a crisp apple.
No, I don't remember, to be honest. It's been a while since I've had it. I remember it's very tart, I think, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, sounds right.
So not quite as like sweet as a cider would be, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I just had a s'more. I've been doing like just s'mores in the microwave, which is
so fun.
So fun. Because it's way too cold here to actually do them outside. I mean, like not really, but it kind of is. And it's been rainy. It's been really, really cold this May. So I got all the s'more stuff because I was like, it's summer. It's going to be time for bonfires. And then it's not time for bonfires. So I've been doing them in the microwave, which is really fun. But I made my s'more. And then as I was telling Kelly, I realized my freezer was broken. So then I left my s'more for an extended period of time to deal with the freezer issue. And then when I came back, my chocolate had like over melted, where it's just like dripping all over my plate.
Yeah.
And then my s'more was ruined.
And you totally missed the like expansion and, collapse of the marshmallow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sad.
So yeah, it was unfortunate. It's just it's a series of unfortunate events. Just one bad thing.
Just a drop in the bucket.
Yeah. But I still ate it and it was delicious. I did it with dark chocolate, which is.
And oh, wow.
So
I've never had one with dark chocolate.
Oh, really? I love it.
It's amazing. I love
it's so good
dark
that way.
chocolate. So.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like the milk chocolate is just a bit too sweet with the marshmallow, but if you get the dark chocolate, it's the right balance.
I just never thought of it. I don't know. I feel like I would get jumped on if I tried to do that. Like next time I have a bonfire, they'd be like, what's wrong with you? Why do we not have classic?
They're
you gotta get both.
Wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, you can have both options. Like you could get milk chocolate
or like the vanilla
version.
That would be interesting.
That's where I
don't
draw
really
the
like
line.
vanilla chocolate.
That's actually.
I'm so
not
sorry
okay.
I even suggested it. I'll see myself out.
You will get jumped on for that. Don't do that to me.
Okay, we'll stick with dark.
But the dark chocolate's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
The dark chocolate and dark chocolate alone. So
now I want a bonfire.
Yeah, I know. They're so nice. I really just want it to get warm here. It's actually kind of a bummer right now. So. What are you going to do?
Yeah, we're hanging out at like upper 60s, lower 70s.
Which is perfect. That's like
it is. I would like it
appropriate.
a little bit warmer if I'm being honest. I am a warm weather girl though.
Yeah. We're in it was like 50 today, which I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
Absolute bullshit.
Nicer. It did just start raining though.
Yeah, I don't mind the rain. That's fine. Anyways, I don't think I ever told you what my topic is.
No.
So
what are we talking about today?
I'm going to talk about good luck charms and like things that are lucky.
Fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought that would be such a fun topic, like things that were considered good luck in history and around the world, and we're just going to go into it.
I immediately think of rabbit's feet for some reason.
Okay. Well, I was just about to ask you what was the first thing you thought of when you thought of good luck charms or something that was lucky. So you answered my question that I didn't even ask.
Look at that. Yeah, I just
read my mind.
What an absurd thing that we did, carrying around little rabbit's feet. And which ones were real? Like, how did we know? I don't know.
Yeah. Yes. I've heard people on other podcasts actually talk about this of like a relative had gotten them a rabbit's foot and they thought it was like a fake, like a fake rabbit's foot and didn't realize it was real as a child and would like rub it on her face. And she's thinking about that back about that.
And what if she like broke
so
out
disgusting.
into hives? Oh, that's so funny. But honestly, it's heritage probably for somebody.
Yeah. I'm sure that they do some sort of sanitizing, right? Like,
yeah, for sure.
They're not just
like
giving
it's
you like
taxidermy. You know, they got animals
I don't know
hanging
what that means.
everywhere in
I mean, like
people's houses.
I know what taxidermy means, but like I don't know what that means and like what do you do to
Entails.
sanitize?
Right.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
an
I have no
animal when you
idea.
taxidermy it.
It's such a good question because, like, deer have ticks and fleas.
Yeah.
I mean, they have to,
yeah.
like, give it a good washing and sealing.
Maybe they do bathe it. Which, like, at what point in the process do you bathe the skin? Like, is it still on
Ew.
the animal? Like, is it off
Right.
now? I don't know. That's
Oh, we're gonna have to do
disturbing
an
to think
episode of
about.
taxidermy, it sounds like.
Actually, that sounds like such a good episode. I'm putting that on my
It really
list.
does. Stay
I
tuned
have to
for more
know
details.
now how it all works. And it's like
Amazing.
it's almost like true crimey in that it's just something that's morbid, but
Right.
not
Exactly.
real true
It's a
crimey.
good
So like I
balance.
feel like that's right up
It'll
our
make me a
alley.
little bit sad because it's about animals, but I'm
Yeah.
into it.
Yeah, don't think too hard about it.
Yeah, we'll have a little PSA at the end about, like, big game hunting or something.
Yeah, we'll put a a trigger warning at the front on animal cruelty. Yeah, that'll solve everything. Anyways, lucky things that are lucky. So you think of rabbit's feet. I think of pennies, like picking up a penny with like a heads up penny. That was the first thing I thought of. So what we're going to get into today is where does the idea of luck even come from and why humans in like we always talk about every culture, every century, every continent, they have just created this idea of something that's lucky and something to hold on to, especially when maybe things feel uncertain. So we're going to get into it. So luck is a concept that's so deeply ingrained in human history that in ancient China, they developed an entire belief system around, do not know if I'm pronouncing this correctly. I think it's just fu. It's F-U, fu, which is what stood for good fortune. So observing celestial events, animal behavior, and natural phenomena to predict auspicious moments and avoid misfortune.
It's like
It's a big part
divination,
of
I
their
guess.
culture. Yeah, kind of like that. That's what I imagine it as. And so for today's episode in the world of luck, we're going to talk about symbols, plants, the days, numbers, and strange, wonderful, and sometimes bizarre ways that human beings have tried to tip the cosmic scales in their favor. So starting at the beginning, why do humans believe in luck at all? Superstitions trace back to ancient societies that lived in close connection with nature. So without scientific tools, people often developed rituals to try to influence the things that they didn't understand and that were unpredictable. Even things today that we find unpredictable, influencing things like the weather, so that you can predict or prevent failed harvests, storms, a plague. If you couldn't explain it, you needed to feel some sort of control over it and not just the mass chaos that is life. And so we come up with these things that we believe could help prevent bad events from happening. Psychologically, superstition stems probably from people's fears of the unknown, and the desire to control, and even some like psychological conditions, like thinking about OCD. And the need to like repeat a behavior a certain number of times to keep something bad from happening. Like it's very ingrained in our brains that like our actions have consequences because they do, but then sometimes it takes it a little too far in thinking that we can control things that we can't.
Yeah, like the idea of good and bad itself is a stressful thing. Like if you think about like Buddhist teachings, it's more about what is and like trying not to put a label on like whether something is good or bad and things like that.
Yeah.
So it's like almost their version of control over it. Anyway.
Yeah, for sure. So it has a placebo effect to it, if especially with things like obsessive compulsive disorder, like it makes you feel better to think that you're actually able to do something about an event, even though it may actually be out of your control. So it's been estimated that between $700 million and $800 million are lost every year on Friday the 13th because of people's refusal to travel, purchase major items, or conduct business throughout the world, which is not nothing. It's a pretty decent amount of money.
But is that really a bad thing?
No, not necessarily.
It's just the economy. Like, gun down,
Yes.
guys. Sorry, capitalism. Anyway,
But
sorry.
that's how seriously, like, people do take it, which I don't ever think twice about Friday the 13th.
Me either. I love it. I'm like, where am I gonna get a tattoo? Because like they always have
What do you mean?
specials. Tattoo shops have like all the Flash 13
Oh, on Friday
designs
the
that you
Oh,
can
okay,
go get.
okay.
Yeah.
That's fun. I don't think I've ever seen
Put it
that
on your
before.
calendar.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna forget, like, I forgot about this episode, but yeah, I could do that and try. No, I've never seen that before. Okay, I'll have to look now for, like,
Mhm.
little Friday the
I've never
13th.
gotten one though, to be fair, because I'm so picky about like Flash tattoos.
Yeah, some of them are so cute, though. Like, I especially love the little, like,
Mhm.
dainty, delicate ones are really
Yeah,
cute, I think.
technically this one was like
Oh, yeah.
something that they already had, like a walk-in one, but
Yeah. Yeah, I, have not thought about getting another tattoo in a long time, but I do love them. I think they're cute.
mhm.
So, Carl Jung, a famous psychologist, coined the term synchronicity, which he described as a meaningful coincidence. So, the human tendency to find patterns and meaning in random events. And luck at its core is really similar to synchronicity. And because in the way that it tells us a story about what happened. So, if we can like trace that pattern, trace that event, so we have some control over avoiding it in the future.
Right.
So, talking about good luck symbols throughout the world, we're going to start with the horseshoe. So, have you heard that this was lucky? Have you ever heard of horseshoes being
Yeah.
lucky? Okay,
Mhm.
yeah. I had
It's
two,
part of
not as
Lucky
prominently.
Charms.
That's true. It is. In the Lucky Charm cereal, it's one of the symbols. So that's how you know it's real. The tradition of hanging horseshoes with the open end facing upward was common, resembling a cup to catch and hold luck. And many people believed that placing it above a doorway would invite protection and positivity into the home.
I love that.
According to Roman legend, Emperor Nero wanted his horses to be fitted with gold shoes to show off his great wealth, and from that, the association between horseshoes and fortune was born.
Makes sense. Of course you would want them gold.
Uh-huh.
But that's
Yeah.
not good to be a wheel. Gold is soft.
Yeah, I don't know how yeah, obviously it would have to be mixed with some other metal in
Yeah.
order for it to actually
Maybe
work as a
gold-plated.
horseshoe, but yeah, or gold plated. It would be kind of cool to see though. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. I feel like that would be
It
kind
would
of
look
flashy and
amazing.
cool. Yeah, it would.
Wait, did
Especially if
you
you had
watch
like a pure white horse with like gold shoes. Like, oh my
Yeah.
God.
Like, imagine watching the Kentucky Derby with somebody
Yeah, yeah.
doing
Or
that.
like an all black horse too. That would also be very
Oh, yeah.
flashy. Yeah. Some people hang it open side down so the luck pours out onto whoever walks underneath it. So there's like a debate as to how you're supposed to hang them for the most amount of luck, I guess. So others insist it must be open side up or you lose everything. There's a bit of an
Mhm.
argument for both sides.
I
So
do it with, like, the moon. When the moon is full, it's full, and then when it's waning,
you
it
just
can
like
turn
gotta
it
switch
down.
it. Yeah. Kind of
Yeah.
like how
Get a
you have
little
to like charge
witchy.
crystals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Always with
that.
the moon. Mhm.
Yeah. And then four-leaf clover is an obvious one. That's why I wanted to save this for St. Patrick's Day, but here we are in recording this in May.
I see now.
Uh, yeah, St. Patrick used a three-leaf clover to explain the Holy Trinity, one leaf for the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. And then when the fourth appeared, it became a symbol of good luck from that like representation that he used. I don't know why. You get like an extra
Sure.
spirit or something if you get an extra
Throw
clover.
Mary in there, why not?
Yeah, there you go. She's a pretty prominent saint, right?
Mhm.
So the Celts believed that clovers could reveal fairies and expose evil spirits in disguise. I don't know if you just like,
Ooh.
if you just like wave it over or something and then it's
Protection.
exposed.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how it works, but it's fun like little thing to think about.
Mhm.
The chances of finding a four-leaf clover are 1 in 10,000. Which is
Really?
pretty rare, yeah.
I feel like I spent so much time in high school gym class doing just that.
Did you ever
Like,
find
sitting in
any?
the grass. Yeah, for
Okay, I was gonna
sure.
say I have too, but I also, yeah, like I grew up in the
It's not that
country
hard.
and like
Yeah.
all we did was sit in the grass and look for four-leaf
But I guess
clovers.
when you think about, like, the yard at large,
Right.
are thousands of them out there, but
Yeah, I think I've only found one or two in all the time I've spent outdoors.
Mhm.
They're pretty rare.
I haven't looked in a
It's
while.
rarity. Yeah, I have not either. Its rarity is part of what makes it a good luck charm. So to be truly lucky, though, it must be a white clover, which I don't know if that's the plant that's white or it's just like a particular strain of like clover that's
Interesting.
especially lucky. Actually, I'm going to look it up now.
Yeah.
Because now I want to know.
Because I'm thinking some of them have like the little white stripes, but
That's what I'm, or like
is
the
it
white
like a?
flowers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the white, it's just the one with the white flowers. So apparently there's different types of
Okay,
clover, but if it's the one, which is the one we always had in our yard.
that's true.
So yeah. So if
Also, the
you
one on
are in a
Bambi.
clover patch, yes, yeah, the one on Bambi too has the white little flowers. So one medieval legend, just a little known note. One medieval legend claims that Eve took a 4-leaf clover with her when she was banished from the Garden of Eden, believing that it held a piece of paradise inside. So I don't know where that
Oh,
came from, but it's just like a
that's cute.
medieval legend for you to know about clovers. All right, and then another one is the Hamsa hand. The Hamsa hand, or Kamsa is another name for it. And I think that that's just the, like, I've seen it before. It's the hand and it's kind of like spread and then there's like a little dot in the
Yeah.
middle typically. That's the Hamsa hand. It's common in both Jewish and Muslim communities, and it can
Hmm.
be worn with the hand facing up or down. It's said to protect people from negative energy and bring happiness to the beholder, which is so cute. I love that.
I like that. We love a little charm.
Yeah. And in the Jewish faith, the Hamsa is also known as the hand of Miriam, whose 5 fingers represent the 5 senses needed to praise God, as well as symbolize the 5 books of the Torah. In Islamic culture, it represents the 5 pillars of Islam: faith, prayer, almsgiving, fasting, and pilgrimage.
Adaptable.
Then, yeah, it's interesting that, I mean, both like Middle Eastern, typically, religions, but that they both use that symbol. That's interesting. I don't know if maybe it was like at one time just a Middle Eastern cultural
Yeah,
like
probably some crossover
thing.
there.
Yeah, and then they both religions sort of took it and ran with it in their own way. But I just thought that was interesting that it crossed both of those. And then another symbol, one of my favorites, is the evil eye. So evil eye
I was hoping
superstition.
this would be
Yeah.
on there.
Yeah, my friend has an evil eye tattoo and I love it.
Oh,
It's so cute.
fun.
Speaking of little tattoos,
Mm-hmm.
the evil eye superstition has origins stretching back over 3,000 years, with earliest traces found in ancient Mesopotamia. Clay tablets from the 7th century BC show not only proof of belief in the evil eye, but the incantations used to ward off its effects. So the blue-eyed symbol acts as a preventative protection. Legend has it that if the eye breaks, it has repelled evil. It must then be replaced in order to avoid vulnerability to a new threat. The evil eye isn't a charm of good luck exactly. It's an armor more so against bad luck.
Right.
So it's a little bit of a distinction from like the other good luck symbols. In many cultures, it's believed that envy from others can cause harm. And so the charm intercepts that envy that other people might feel towards you.
Also, if we want to talk about crystals in that same vein,
yeah,
like moonstone is very protecting of your
okay.
energy. Onyx, anything, balloons,
Wow.
anything
that
is like black and like dense colored, those are usually more protective than others. So like onyx,
interesting,
that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I know that. I feel like, and it said it in here, the blue, like it being a blue-eyed symbol is pretty prominent. So I wonder if that has anything to do with like a stone too, or if like
Oh
why
yeah,
the blue,
maybe.
you know? I don't know.
Yeah, that would be interesting to find out.
I like that one's more like a protective charm rather than a good luck one. I don't know why. I just think that feels more badass to
Well,
me.
it's like anti-bad luck
Yeah, I like
in
that
some
one the
ways.
most. The scarab beetle for ancient Egypt was pretty prominent. So traditionally wearing amulets for protection first began in ancient Egypt. People would carry or wear charms in the shape of the scarab beetles, thought to be lucky because of their associations with the sun god Ra. And ancient Egyptians would bury their dead with scarabs, I hope I'm saying that correctly, in order to ensure their loved ones would be resurrected and enjoy eternal life. So I know I've seen in a lot of ancient Egyptian art, like the little artifacts of like those scarab beetles that are really pretty.
Yeah, it sounds familiar to me.
So a little note about the scarab beetle. They roll dung into a ball to lay its eggs. And so ancient Egyptians saw this and thought it mirrored the sun rolling across the sky each day. And so that's how the beetle became
You know,
associated with the sun god Ra.
that's really precious, and what a sunshiny disposition.
Yeah, they really took a pile of shit and just were like, that's good luck now.
That's God. Yeah.
Yeah, that is the divine. So yeah, they had a really positive attitude about it, and
I love
I'm
it.
not mad about it.
Good for them.
The Maneki Nico, so like the little cat that you see that does the pawing whenever you go into shops of like Asian origins, like Japan and China and things like that. That's what that is. So the Maneki Neko cat statue is characterized by its waving paw. And Nico means cat in Japanese, and Maneki means beckoning. So beckoning cat is what that translates to. If the left paw is raised, it's believed that the cat will attract customers and bring good business to shop owners. The movement that looks like waving goodbye to the Western eye is actually a beckoning gesture in Japan, an invitation for good fortune to come inside, which
That's
I
so
see them
cute. I
in
had
stores
no
all the time.
idea.
I
Yeah.
know, right? So that makes total
Oh, I
sense now.
love
And
that.
it's not goodbye, it's waving good luck,
I'm just gonna, like,
hello.
pet it when I why am I
Yeah.
waving at it?
I don't know. I was waiting for
I just
the
wanna
thing
pet
to
it.
pick up and try
Oh,
to
I
give you a
know.
thumbs up or
Yeah.
something. It likes to pick up on your hand movements.
I don't know why. I talk with my hands a lot, though, so that's
Yeah, I
exactly
don't
why.
know why either. The birthday balloons for a new one.
That was yeah. I like that.
Another good luck symbol, the laughing Buddha. So through the laughing Buddha can be found through cultures all over the world. It's predominantly featured though in Thailand and India, symbolizing happiness and abundance because the laughing Buddha is never unhappy. So many believe the luck is only effective if you rub his stomach daily and always keep a positive attitude.
I was gonna ask about
It's just
that. I
cute.
didn't wanna, like, assume that that was actually correctly part of the tradition, but I had heard
Yeah.
that, so
Yeah, it seems like it is. So if you see a
cute.
Buddha that you can rub his belly, it makes you lucky, more lucky, not less.
Love it.
This one I had never heard before, but chimney sweeps in Britain traditionally thought
Excuse
to be
me?
lucky. Yeah. So in the British Isles and other parts of Europe, there's a long held belief that chimney sweepers are bringers of good luck. So even today, some couples will hire a chimney sweep to give the bride a lucky kiss on their wedding. I don't know who's doing that, but
Does this come into play in Mary Poppins? Do we know?
I'm wondering. They don't really actually, now that I'm
It's
thinking
been
about it.
forever since I've watched it.
In one of the songs that I think it's Dick Van Dyke who plays
Yeah,
like the
Chim
chimney
Chimney.
sweep in that. I
Yeah.
think in a song that he sings, doesn't it say something about luck?
Maybe.
I have to
Looking
look
it
up the
up.
lyrics again.
Well, I
But
have we love to laugh, but that's a different scene. But the chimney sweep scene,
I
I'm
think in
looking
that
them
song he
up.
says something about being lucky.
A sweep is as lucky can be.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. He talks
So
about
I
it
guess I
multiple
had heard of
times.
it before. I just didn't even realize
Yeah.
that that was a thing.
Good luck will rub off when I shakes hands with you.
Wow.
I didn't do it in the accent. Look at that. I
That's
love
okay.
that.
Yeah.
We
Isn't
love a
that funny?
historically accurate
I know.
distinction.
Yeah, I had never I guess we were just like too young to realize that that was like
Yeah.
to even pick up on that. So the origin of this is a little murky. We're not really sure where it came from. One popular legend claims that King George II was nearly trampled by a runaway horse and a chimney sweep jumped in to save him. And then the king declared them lucky forevermore. I don't know if we don't really know where it comes from, but that's all we got. So
We love that claim.
that's what we're running with. It's probably more so if you're getting your chimney swept, you have less of a chance of
You're
your house catching
dusting
on
out.
fire. Yeah.
Well, also maybe you're like dusting out bad luck,
Bad energy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that could also
Because
be.
they
Yeah.
say you're supposed to like sweep dirt out your door or like sweep out your door at the first of the month to clear out the
Okay.
month's energy. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's something to do with that then too. Could be.
Mm-hmm.
So then moving on, the moho bag in Africa is an Afro-American tradition. So a moho is a charm originating in African culture used in voodoo ceremonies to carry several lucky objects or spells intended to cause a special effect.
Mm-hmm.
And the concept is that particular objects placed in the bag and charged will create a supernatural effect for the bearer. And even today, sometimes they are still used, which I'd never heard of that one either. I'm going to have to look up what they look
something
like.
The idea of the little packet, the satchels or whatever, like spell satchels or whatever, but yeah.
So those are all of the lucky symbols that I have. I also wanted to get into a couple of lucky plants, which I think kind of ties in with, I think you had talked about some of these maybe briefly in our like symbol, like
Oh,
plant
yeah.
floriology episode as well. So bamboo, lucky bamboo has been considered an auspicious plant in China for more than 4,000 years. Gifting a lucky bamboo to someone is said to bring both the giver and receiver good luck, making it a popular housewarming gift.
But don't plant it in your yard because it's invasive.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't think it would
Abundance.
survive in this climate probably anyways, but
You'd be surprised. I found
yeah.
some in so, like, we used to go, like, walking in the woods and stuff, on my parents' road just because there's, like, a lot of land,
Uh-huh.
and we came around upon some, like, abandoned house in the woods, and there was, like, a little grove, but I don't know how
Really?
invasive it could get, yeah,
Yeah. When I
but it's
lived in North
humid.
Carolina, yeah, there was definitely like patches of it. I don't know
Mhm,
if it was actual bamboo, if it was invasive. I don't know anything about
mhm.
it, but there was bamboo looking patches at
Yeah, and it's
least.
not like kudzu, which can, like, grow on anything and everything.
Yeah, I think I
Sorry,
know which
I'm going
one you're
down a
talking about.
invasive
Yeah.
species rabbit hole now.
No, you're good. The key, though, with giving bamboo is that the number of stalks matters. So never give 4 stalks because the word for four in in Chinese sounds like the word for death. So
Hmm,
6 or 9 stalks bring good luck. 8 stalks represent prosperity and 10 represents completeness or fulfillment, depending on
okay.
like what luck you're wishing them. You could do different amounts. The jade plant. So according to feng shui, the jade plant gives off nourishing chi or vital energy, and the custom of placing a jade plant inside a home or a business to invite prosperity and good luck continues to this day in lots of cultures around the world. There's an old saying that says, "Jade by the door, pour no more."
It's
So
cute.
it'll
I
bring you
love
wealth.
jade. I got a
Yes, it's so pretty.
jade who was propagated off of my friend and coworkers. Jade, who got hers propagated off of her grandma, and I've had it
Mm,
for, like, 10 years now, and I've given,
wow.
like, bits of her to everyone. I love a jade plant. They're just
Yeah, I'm gonna have
magical.
to get one from you when I come
Yeah.
because I don't have a jade plant actually.
Honestly, I think I started one and it wasn't, like, rooted enough for me to give it to you or
Mm.
something like that, but yeah,
Okay.
I will definitely make sure we have one next time
Yeah, next
to
time I
bring one.
visit, bring a little piece back to Ohio.
Mhm.
So the longevity of the jade plant easily equaling a human lifespan. So you're going to have that jade plant for the rest of your life.
I hope so. That's the goal.
It makes it a really priceless possession. So it's an heirloom essentially, which makes it lucky.
And they're so low
Um,
maintenance.
are they? It's just kind of like
Mhm.
a cactus in a lot of ways, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's like a tree, so it gets thicker and, like, really you wanna
Oh,
trim it here and there, but, I mean, I've neglected
yeah.
mine really bad and it just kind of, like, hangs out.
Okay. Yeah, they are very pretty. Another plant is the money tree. So according to lore, an old man sold the seeds of the money tree from village to village and ended up wealthy on behalf of the tree. And so that is this like the lore behind why a money tree is lucky and brings you wealth. And having a money tree, I can confirm they just keep sprouting more trees
Mhm.
off of it. Like they
Again,
just grow like
abundance.
weeds.
Yeah.
Yes. The braided trunks that you'll sometimes see, that's a modern horticultural invention, but it's the braid has also been associated now with like good luck and fortune.
Mhm.
And this is the one that I think you had mentioned in your episode. Actually, these two. Rosemary is considered lucky. I'm
Mhm.
pretty sure that you had
Yeah.
said that in the floriography one. So, rosemary's rich history is steeped in folklore, often associated with memory and fidelity. Its aromatic leaves are a staple in kitchens, and its presence is said to welcome good luck and ward off negative energies.
Mhm.
And the ancient Greeks wore rosemary garlands during exams to sharpen memory. And it was also placed in the hands of the dead to assure they would be remembered and find luck in the afterlife. Which I feel like you do see those crowns
Yeah.
in like a lot of ancient Greek artwork and things.
Mhm.
So I
Yeah,
don't know
that's
if it's always
true.
rosemary, but crowns at least. So
Yeah, or like olive branches.
yeah, it's probably more so that, but I guess they also did for rosemary as well. So, or
Mhm.
you could just like weave a little bit in there,
I
which I
love it. I
think
love rosemary.
I do too.
Rosemary
I
on
think that it's
chicken.
been proven that rosemary actually does help
Yeah,
your
it's good
memory.
for you.
Yeah. It's not just folklore.
Mm-hmm.
And then my final one is lavender. So lavender is synonymous with peace and tranquility and has been believed to bring good luck and protection. It's often used in sachets and oils. And in medieval Europe, carrying lavender was believed to protect against the evil eye. And in some traditions, brides wove it into bouquets as a wedding good luck charm.
Cute. I have a love-hate relationship with lavender because
Really?
it was like the one scent my mom liked, and she's always had sleeping issues, and so she was like
Okay.
obsessed with it. So she had like a
Uh-huh.
pillow spray and all this. So I think I would just been inundated my whole life with it. If I catch a
Yeah.
strong whiff of it, I'm like, I can't.
Oh, that's so sad too, because it's such a
Yeah.
good smell.
Mhm.
Especially
Like
like
lavender,
real
bath
lavender.
salts, lavender, yeah. Like
Okay.
real lavender I can do, but like fake lavender
The
or
like
like,
yeah.
fragrance is a little hard on me. My heart.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, it's like I think so my mom I don't like hate it, but it definitely has like a very particular association for me.
Yeah.
But she always had everything apple scented. It was like
Oh,
very
yeah.
like everything was so now I'm like, yeah, that
It's
smells
like
like
they
my
pick a
house I
scent
grew
and they
up
stick
in.
with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Which is so funny because like I have not picked my scent yet. So like do you get assigned that when you have children
Right.
or I don't know.
That's so funny. Yeah, like to be qualified to be obsessed with like one thing. I don't
Yeah.
know, because I don't wear like I don't use a whole lot of scent because usually
Right,
the
right.
false fragrance does bother me.
Mhm.
Honestly, patchouli is probably my scent.
Which is like a very
Which
unique
I
scent too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Force
I do
hates
like
it,
it.
but I love it.
Really. Yeah,
Yeah. I don't care.
that's funny. So I think I might make this a two-parter because I have like a lot more to go through, and I feel like we're already like pretty far through
I
this
mean, we've been
episode.
gabbing a little bit, but
I
maybe.
know. I'm like at the halfway point though. Yeah, I think I'm gonna save the rest of this for next week because we still have a lot to go through and I don't want to make this episode like an hour and a half long after we just promised you guys shorter episodes. So I'm gonna wait and come back next week for part two.
Do we get a sneak peek of what part 2 is?
So next week we're going to be talking about like lucky dates and like why we think that some math things are lucky, like lucky numbers, and then a few other like random things on luck that I have in there.
Can't wait.
So that's what we're going to talk
A
about.
little numerology.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, getting into that a little bit more. So join us
Love it.
next week for that.
Can't wait. See you there.
And if you want to tell us what other things you want to hear about, you can leave us a comment on whatever podcast platform you're listening to or on any of our social medias. We are at Renfair Pod pretty much everywhere, I think.
Mhm.
And if you like the show, you can give us a rating on, again, whatever podcast platform you're listening to. And otherwise, we will see you next week.
See you there.
Bye.
Bye.